What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. Thanks again for subbing. If you haven't, I hope to earn your subscription today because we are closing in on 93,000 subs now. En route to 100K for that awesome YouTube plaque 24-hour stream. Gonna open not a collector boosty, a revised boosty, and some other cool stuff. All right, anyways, this is Final Fantasy Draft. You know the drill by now. Xenos Yay Galvis. I haven't had this one yet, but this card is quite good. 4/4 ETB Infest, effectively, except for one other creature. Choose a creature an opponent controls until end of turn creatures other than Xenos and the chosen. Yeah, so very, very strong card, just baseline, and then when the creature that you choose leaves the battlefield, this turns into an 8/8 flyer. Ignore the other text. Passing Crystals Chosen, Renoa, Rexar. Yeah, haven't had Xenos yet, but seems like a good pick one, pack one for sure. Choose a creature an opponent controls until end of turn creatures other than Xenos, Yegalvis, and the chosen creature. So you're going to have to find a different way to kill that creature. But hopefully you get to wipe a bunch of other teeny things. What is the follow-up? This is kind of a weak follow-up pack. Albed's Salvagers is pretty good. Shantado's pretty good. Rexar. If you wanted to stay open, the best pick is probably the Shantado. If I wanted to stick with black, the Albed Salvagers is nice. I think if this was a higher level event, if this was like an arena opens or something, I would take the Shantado, but given I haven't played with Xenos yet, I'd rather just take another black card here. Okay. Kind of wish I had taken Shantado and then followed up with Realm Sketching. This is, I think, my favorite uncommon in the format. I think people are still sleeping on a little bit. Like the worst case scenario, there's nothing on the battlefield, right? So you don't get to copy anything because you probably don't want to copy a land. But that means your opponent's not doing anything. Best case scenario, you get to copy a very good creature or artifact. Like, it's super clutch, and you can target your opponent's things as well, you know? There is also a Vanille here, however, and Vanille is just a good card. 4 mana, 3/2, mill 2, then return a permanent from your graveyard to your hand. And this is the good half of these two cards. It is harder to get Vanille than it is to get Fang, so let's try it. Why not? We're passing a Fat Chocobo, a Realm Sketching. Green-black Graveyard is a really, really good archetype, and this is actually, what, the third Rexar we've seen? So I'm going to just take one now. I like Rydia's Return for the double return effect. Black Mage's Rod, Lock Cold is great. Yeah, maybe we'll just jump right into a green-black like self-mill theme. So we get like a Bard's Bow here, pick 5. Again, staying open. There's a Crystal's Chosen, one of my favorite uncommons as well. Esperama is fine. I think I'm just going to lock into green-black, though. Hopefully we can get a Fang at some point. Dreams of Laguna in the pack is really good. I like Dark Knight's Greatsword, but I don't think it's all that good in what we have right now. I think I'm going to take the Undercity Rat just as like a decent 2-drop, though I will say the Gasol Greens is fine as well. Okay, let's take the Airship Crash. This is very main deckable in the format. Lots of artifacts and lots of enchantments especially, right? Because you have all of the equipment, and then you have all of the sagas, and of course there are going to be creatures flying, and then it cycles for 2, so this type of card, oftentimes people sleep on, but it's really good. Demon Wall, another Undercity Dire Rat. Wall is good. Buys you time, turns into a relevant thing later on. Survives through a Xenos. Seems like a fine pickup. I keep passing these cut rub forayers. I don't think they're all that important. I think here we'd actually rather have Blitzball in it, for example. Rydia's Return Wield. So we need to get some like Town Surveyors or whatever they're called. The 2-mana Town Greeters? I think maybe they're Town Greeters. Another Rydia's Return. Could consider splashing Lock. Okay. Maybe there's a world where I splash that. Decent enough pack 1. Tifa Lockhart. Spoilers, Tifa is generally not good. In fact, the vast majority of the time, this card is not good. That being said, earlier today on stream, I got her up to 96 power. Yes, you read that right, or you heard that right, 96 power. It's because I had cast a Prisha's Wanderings, so she had base power 2. I then played a land, and I had a Go-Go on the battlefield to copy the trigger, and I think I copied it, 4 times or something crazy, so... That was the upside, the high case scenario, the high roll scenario. For us, we have a Regalia, Chocobo Racetrack, Fat Chocobo. This is a good pack. Oh, a side quest even. I've been really happy with the Regalia. Now, there was that one game, that one draft I recorded, I don't know how many days ago now, where we drew like all of our lands after doing the Regalia stuff, but still a very good card. People every time I stream and see Ultima, people are just really want me to take it. It's an okay card, but I don't think it's better than a lot of other things. Like 5 mana 4/4 flying is just all right nowadays in a limited format. Yes, it has a non-irrelevant attack ability, but still, I don't think this card is very impressive. In fact, if I'm going green-black, I think the Final Days is just going to be better. 4 mana for 2/2/2s at its base, and then flashback the number of creatures in your graveyard, so that's perfect for our deck. Passing the Prisha's Wanderings, the Rod. Yeah, I like that a lot more. Ooh, Torgal is beautiful. One of the better 2-drops you can get in green, that's for sure. How many humans do I have right now? I have 3 humans as well, so... Do I have any other dogs or wolves? I do not, but still, it's good enough. Fat Chocobo, Reach the Horizon, Shinra's Reinforcements. What do we want to take here? Probably just the Fat Chocobo would be my guess. Is this the best green common? It might be. Card is really that good. Fatal Push? Alright, I'll take a pick 5 Fatal Push. Passing an X-Death. It's not that important. It's solid, but it's not that important. Malboro's good. Green-black land versus Resentful Revelation. We're going to end up with plenty of playables, so let's take the land. What is that? That's Devin's Veto. Second Bard's Boat. No, let's just take the Cycling Town. I don't think I've ever seen that many Rydia's returns. Not that I want to play more than one, really. Commune with Beavers is okay. Or I can take the Gungaga in case I splash. That's probably better. Another Fat Chocobo on the wheel's great. So with now this many good 5-drops, I do want to get some more ways to ramp into them. So I might actually run the Blitzball after all. And I have a couple of legendary creatures. I mean, right now we're at an okay position going into pack 3, I think. I want to take Reinforcements or Limit Break. I've actually liked Limit Break. See? Look at that. Got the X-Death. Second to last pick. Alright, pack 3, what do you got for me? A Diamond Weapon. That's a fine one. Fire Magic, not a terrible splash card. I like Fire Magic a lot. Grahatia, also very good, worthy of a splash if I wanted. Black Mage's Rod, cornered by Black Mages. I haven't been particularly fond of this. It's like okay, I feel. Need to go find a Fang. That's what we need to find. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to take Diamond Weapon here. Seed is another card worth splashing for. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains double strike until end of turn. Whenever Squall deals combat damage to a player, return a permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's great. We already have Capital City for a little bit of splash fixing. We have Blitzball. We have Regalia. There's a Town Greeter now. Town Greeter, another Rexar, Hecdize. Solid pack. What the hell is this? Whenever a ninja you control deals combat damage to a player. Wait, put this card onto the... Wait, so... Okay. This is... I think people overlook the commander cards because every time... Not every time, but... I draft this format a lot, right? I see the commander cards a ton. And I think people just assume they're only built for commander, where they're actually just like really good and limited. Cloud of Darkness versus Vane's Treachery versus Fixing now. And Cloud's really good. I'll go back to talking about that card in a second as we get a Malboro versus Fixing for Yuriko. The Malboro is so good for like the Cloud of Darkness and stuff too. Man, Racetrack, Town. I have so many playables, I should just be taking the lands at this point. Like, am I splashing both Yuriko and Squall? That's so crazy. Too many playables. Yeah. Sadly, I did not get Fang. So we're at 28 cards. I can probably run 16 land with 2 land cyclers. If I'm going to run 4 color, I probably want that map too. Anyways, going back to the commander cards that are available in this draft environment. Like, the other day I got passed an Akroma's Will, which is a white and 3 instant. It has 2 different modes, but you get both modes if you have a commander. So I think people just assumed it's a commander-only card. But one of the modes is your creatures gain Flying, Vigilance, Double Strike until end of turn. The other mode is your creatures gain Lifelink, Protection from all colors, and something else. It's just like an absurd trick that won every game I cast it. Earlier, I also got past a Bruce. Not Bruce Tarl, the one that makes Ox. There's some other Bruce that is a 4-mana 3/3. When it enters, target creature you control gains double strike. So, yeah, when it enters or attacks, target creature you control gains double strike lifelink until end of turn. So, just like crazy cards being passed from Commander because people don't read it. So, like, Commander Ninjutsu, I can just do that as regular Ninjutsu, right? Return an unblocked attacker you control the hand. Put this card on the battlefield from your hand or the command zone. So it's just regular Ninjutsu for this card. I guess that's actually not worth playing here, since I'm not base blue-black and I don't have that many ninjas. But the point still stands. Like, make sure if you're playing Final Fantasy and you see one of these commander cards, you don't just assume it's only good for commander. But yeah, I guess this one's not good enough. Buddy. Anyway, what are we looking at? We're at 28 cards. I will be splashing the Squall. So what can be cut here? I guess with all these other playables, Demon Wall's not necessary, and it doesn't really have any synergy in our deck. I don't think I have any ways to add 1/1 counters to it, no. besides itself. How badly do I need a 3/3 reach here? I think Bard's Bow is generally just solid, but probably not necessary. I could probably cut the airship. Again, I don't think I want to cut any of this top end. I guess I don't need Blitzball then if I'm cutting the Yuriko as well. I guess my interaction's pretty bad, isn't it? Yeah, I don't have much removal, do I? It's kind of not great. I have Fatal Push, Clash of the Icons, Airship Crash, Xenos, kind of. Which means I might want to run more combat tricks as removal in a sense. Excuse me. I guess I have Cloud of Darkness too. Yeah, we should be okay. Can probably get away with 1 planes. 1 planes, Capital City, Torgal map for Squall. I think that's probably enough. Yeah, I mean, looks like a completely reasonable green-black deck. Nothing insane. Viable. See how we do. I can probably keep this because we have Fatal Push. Turn 1, Magitech Infantry. Yeah, I probably just should kill that. They had another one anyways. Though it could be that they don't have more than 2 in their deck. Oh, they have at least 3. Nice. Well, that's really bad. My first play is going to be 2 tap 2/2s on turn 4. So if the opponent has any more pressure here, yeah, we might just get rolled over. Wow. In fact, I'm going to grab the cycling land here. Sheesh, look at this. Nothing going. I'm taking at least 8 next turn. Possibly even 9. I just didn't do anything this game. Sicko. Can't say these draws particularly helped. They have a 4th infantry. Love it. Wow. So I go block, block, go to 1. Best case scenario. I guess here it's going to be block, block, go to 2 if they don't have anything. Okay, technically not dead. And then we were dead. Holy smokes. I did draw a lot of land, I suppose, but still. That was not a particularly close game. there anything I could have done about that? Just draw more cheaper stuff, I guess? No, we just draw so many lands. Good beats. That's the way it goes sometimes. Alright, let's try not to get rolled so hard. Playing against Saitama. This looks like a solid opening hand. You get to cycle the Malboro into X Death on 3. Commune with Beavers. They found a Renoa Heartily. Okay. So maybe like Bant Legends. Be pretty cool if they had like a Seraphera. Serapherin? Airship. Alright, we can crash that. Oh, I would love to find a land next turn, though. I am going to go ahead and just crash the airship now, since they didn't do anything. Oh, so sick. These draws have not been good. Oh my, are you kidding, dude? Brutal. Getting absolutely brutalized here. You're just getting dominated by 4-color. I guess I have to Fatal Push the dog, because there's no reason for me to... Yeah, I mean... Fatal Push couldn't kill either of these even if I had Revolt online anyways. But it might be too late now. Well, actually, they should have pumped the Renoa unless they have another one, right? I need to chump here. If I don't, we're gonna get wrecked by Trample the following turn. So. Town Greeter could get lucky and let me cast the Diamond Weapon, but that's a little bit risky. So sick. Oh no, I might have to have a filler video. Filler. Filler. This is filler. Bartz and Boko too? My lord. Alright, I mean, we're just dead. Okay. Well, let's not get wrecked like we have these last 2 games. What the hell? It was like a flood game 1. Missed my land game 2. And now we're on the back. I have yet to 0-3 this format, so this could be my very first 0-3. This is a 24-minute video right now. This is brutal. Absolute brutality. Our deck's not bad. Okay, this hand can do something. Hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't just fold, that is to say. Okay. Oh, the Chocobos. Well, let's go draw Xenos. So they need 4 Chocobos at the beginning of their first main. They are gonna bounce a land to do that. Sure. Wow, they're going very aggro. Okay, so I'm gonna take 6. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna go Hecdize. I guess we want to go Town Greeter as well. Though, if they discard a spell, I kind of want to pass with Vincent's Limit Break, block with the Hecdize, and make them discard another card. Especially if they're tanking this long. Yeah, you know what? I think they have a Tifa's Limit Break in their hand that they're going to go for. Now, going with Town Greeter there as well is more likely to let me, cast Rexar next turn, but I think this is going to work out. I think they're just going to cast +2/+2 to save it. But if they do, then they're going to have to discard the last card in their hand, and if they just don't cast it, that's great as well. We know we're going to hit another spell because they played their land pre-combat, and yeah, it was Tifa's Limit Break. Called it. Nice. Okay. That worked out very nicely. And Ninja's Blade ain't going to cut it. Nice. Value land hit. So they might move the Ninja's Blade over to their bird. But this is a loot when it hits. It's not like they're just drawing free cards. So I'd rather keep pressuring there with the Rexar, you know? Yep. Just let the loot happen. They discarded Diamond Weapon and the last card in their hand, are you kidding, was Reanimate. That is absurd. The sequence to have pulled that off. That's absurdity, dude. Come on. That's a good draw. Gotta block it. Great. So they get a treasure. Drain for 1. Get to Vanille here. I guess Squall is the best hit. I mean, as long as they don't draw a Blitzball to give their Diamond Weapon trample, we should be able to grind them out given our hand, but... Holy smokes. Okay, they kill the Salvagers. I have to chump again. Wow, what the hell, dude? Okay, this actually works, right? So do I want to Malboro the last card in their hand, or do I want to cloud their Diamond Weapon, you know? Because I guess we want a Cloud of Darkness, their Diamond Weapon now. That's pretty funny. So if they equip the blades and attack, I can just block. And I think I need to do that, right? Because if I don't, then they get to draw 2 cards. Well, actually, this is going to die anyways. They draw 2 cards, each player loses 2 life. No, that's fine. Because we are going to Squall here, hit them for 6, they're going to go down to 2, and then Malboro finishes them off. Yeah. This makes sense. Okay. A wild game, bro. First and foremost, they have to kill my Cloud of Darkness. Dude, that freaking Ninja's Blades into looting away Diamond Weapon. So insane. Looks like they have another Graveyard Recursion spell. They're looking at it. I mean, they have to grab Primal Odin, right? Primal Odin killed the Cloud. I guess they could grab the, if it is another, that would be their 3rd Evil Reawakened. They could get back the Diamond Weapon because it has reach. Oh, fight on, but they had to only return 1 thing. No, they could have returned 2. Oh, strange. Okay, in any case. Phew! Still have not 0-3'd the format. I was very, very close, though. Ay, ay, ay. On the draw. Oh, man. I mean, it's keepable, but it's not good. Turn 1 world map, turn 2. Like, I just don't do anything. I'm gonna mulligan this and try to find a hand that actually does something early. Well, this needs to draw a forest, otherwise it's turn 3 Torgal. Oh boy. Not good. Not good at all, my friends. So 2 mana, 3/2. Whenever you cast a non-creature, surveil 1. Oh, we are going to get beat down here. This is taking 6 on turn 3 on the draw. Oh, this is so sick. I mean, I'll probably have a chance if Torgal lives. I get to fat Chocobo next turn, but I'm guessing that Torgal is going to eat anything. Yeah, cornered by black mages. So next turn we get to X Death, go back up to 11. I need to draw a forest next turn, though. If I don't draw a forest, we're absolutely screwed. Sick curve out on the play there. Oh, disgusting curve out on the play. 2-drop, 3-drop haster into removal. So I'm going to go to 4. Alright. We drew the forest. We might have a very small chance. I die to any removal here. And given that they binned the Black Mage's Rod, I can't imagine we're very likely to live, but... what can you do? Well, I must not be dead. Okay, I mean, I'm effectively dead. I died to any non-creature spell. Easy. Ay. I don't think this deck was bad, but man, did we just get demolished in all 3 of our losses, and we nearly lost our one-of win. Like, what happened here? We basically just didn't draw our early game when we needed it. And we got extremely curved out. Man, it sucks that we never got to cast Xenos, even. I did absolutely need more removal, though. We did not have very much interaction, and that was the biggest problem. But even still, like, even if I had a couple pieces of removal, I'm not sure those draws that we played against were going to be beatable anyways. Sick. Okay. Well, it is what it is. You can draft good decks, and you can lose. You can draft good or bad decks, and you can win. I think this is probably more akin to an average/bad deck than it is a good deck because of the lacking of interaction, but I would expect to get more than 1 win on average, so. Good beats. It is what it is. Filler. This is filler. I'm not going to add filler. You're going to get a 40-minute video, and we'll see you back next time. Love you, and goodbye.